And we are live and we're back again. But this time it's to talk about the EFL Carabao Cup 2021-22 edition, where we are now done with the quarterfinal phase and we're into the semis. We know the teams who would play each other. But before we do talk about the semifinal and who will eventually go on to win it, let's recap the quarters. So this is basically a reaction. I didn't write notes, but I did watch the Arsenal versus Sunderland match yesterday. And today, I tuned into Liverpool, Leicester, of course. And in the second half, I did tune into the Chelsea Brentford game. The Spurs match, didn't watch it live, but I did watch the highlights for both the Spurs game, Spurs West Ham, and the Chelsea Brentford. So pretty much seen all the goals, and I have a gist of what really went on in the games that I didn't watch. But before we do get further, I'd like to take the time to congratulate all the teams who made it to the semis. And that's Liverpool, Chelsea, Spurs, and Arsenal. I did get 3 of my predictions right, where I predicted Arsenal, Spurs, and Chelsea to go through. But I fancied Leicester to go through over Liverpool simply because I knew Klopp would actually field the week 11. He did, but for some reason, Leicester choked in the second half. Or maybe it's more that Liverpool wanted it a lot more in the second half, though. So you got to give it to Liverpool for actually bouncing back after going behind early and going on to win that game. This is definitely one of the classic comebacks, one of the classic Liverpool games. And when they looked like they resigned, in the first half, they came back hard. So let's first start with the game between Arsenal and Sunderland that were played yesterday. So Arsenal 5, Sunderland 1. What an emphatic victory by the Gunners, who have regained their form recently after a few matches where they did look like the August Arsenal that lost all their games in August, didn't score a goal, and Arteta was under a bit of pressure again. But that pressure has since been relieved with a few wins in the Premier League and, of course, making it to the Carabao Cup semi-final, defeating Sunderland 5-1. So, look, Eddie Nketiah, hat-trick in the game. 17th minute, 49th minute, and 58th minute. That one was a juicy goal. Pepe did the business. Nutmeg, the player there. What's his? I can't remember his name, but the Sunderland player. I don't know the Sunderland team very well, but that's Denver Hume. Hume, I remember him. He's the one that got, nutmeg by Pepe, and Pepe really manhandled him in the second half there as well. So, brilliant hat-trick there by Eddie Nketiah. The other goals were scored by Nicola Pepe, set up by Cedric, and the other by Charlie Patino on his debut. Youngster, only 18 years old, on his debut there. Nathan Broadhead did pull one back for Sunderland. But look, just a gist of the game. Arsenal, of course, started out brightly, but Sunderland, they looked threatening on a few occasions. And after Arsenal went 2 up early through Eddie Nketiah and Nicola Pepe, Nathan Broadhead pulled the goal back. And he is on loan from Everton. And it's quite unfortunate that he had to go off injured. So it kind of hampered them a bit because he really looked dangerous going forward. But at 2-1 in the 31st minute, Sunderland were right in the game. Halftime break, 2-1. Sunderland, pretty much with their hopes up still. But in the second half, Arsenal just came out and they killed the game off, man. They were really good. I have to say, this Arsenal team, the young Arsenal team, even though a few chances by Folarin Balogun was missed, Emil Smith-Rowe, Odegaard, Pepe, and Nketiah were all on fire on the day. Charlie Patino off the bench. Granit Xhaka actually looked good in the second half as well. And I just love the way Mikel Arteta rotated his team, give everyone opportunities. Gabriel Martinelli did come off the bench as well. And just to get the confidence in the team and the morale up again. Look, big talking point from this game is Eddie Nketiah. He has said that he's not going to sign a new contract. He's out of contract next year. And they're still trying to convince him to sign a new contract. But look, if I'm Eddie Nketiah, I'll just continue to take whatever opportunities I get and move on from Arsenal. Because there's a situation where they could give him a new contract. He signs a new contract. They could sweeten the deal and say, okay, Aubameyang is on his way out. Lacazette doesn't have a long time left. He's out of contract as well soon. You're going to be the man. And then Arsenal could actually turn around and sign someone else. They're in the market for a striker. They're looking at Dusan Vlahovic. If they fail to get Vlahovic, they will go in for another striker. So Eddie Nketiah could end up being a backup again, and he doesn't want that to happen. So this is his opportunity to leave. I think he should actually leave. Bernd Leno in goal. Made a few good saves. Definitely what was breached once. I think Sunderland did put out a good effort. Pritchard, I know him from his days at Huddersfield. He was supposed to be a really big player, but never really, materialized. Never came to fruition. But Lee Johnson and his team should hold their head up high, walk away proudly. They tried, man. They tried. But in the second half, they were just really put to the sword by Arsenal, who seemingly wanted it more. So, look, you got to give it to Nicola Pepe. I was talking to somebody about Nicola Pepe. They asked me about Pepe, and I said this might be the best thing for Pepe, not being in the limelight, and just sit back on the bench. You could learn a lot from the bench and take your opportunities when you do get them. And he was brilliant, man. 2 assists and a goal. He was really, really good on the day. Nuno Tavares was good as well. And it's just a lot of positives for Arsenal to take from to go into the Premier League, where they are in the top 4 as we speak. So they look to want to win the League Cup, and they would actually want to keep their top 4 status in the Premier League. They were drawn against Liverpool, but I'll get to the draw a bit later though. But congrats to the Gunners, and all the best in the semis. That's my thoughts on that one. So I'd like to take the time to big up to everybody in the house right about now. We got Thriller in the house. Who else we got in here, man? Who else we got in here? Is Demo Dre in the house? I see Thriller atting Demo Dre. I don't see Demo Dre here. But big up to everybody in here right about now, man. So Cashew Red, indeed. That was a beautiful hat trick. Well scored from close range by Eddie Nketiah. Low Fat, Mo Fat in the house. How are you doing? AD in the house. How are you doing, AD? Omari Sobers, Tottenham. Are you from Barbados, bro? Brian Bates. Well, they'll be missing players in the AFCON. Happens for at least one leg. What else we got? No real surprise. Sunderland are third tier for a reason. Yeah, I pretty much predicted Arsenal to win the game. I didn't have no second thoughts about that one at all. So, guys, I don't want to be long here. I just want to give my initial thoughts and my reaction on the Carabao Cup. So, we're going to keep it moving. But do we have any insights from this? No insights to really talk about. But it was a dominant performance by Arsenal. See, 19 shots, 10 on target, 69% of the ball. Sunderland did have a few opportunities to carve out for themselves. 12 shots, 6 on target. They really put in a good effort, though. And they'll be looking to get promoted from League One up to the Championship this season. So, good effort, man. Good effort. But this is where the journey ends. Better luck next time. So, we're going to move on to the next one. And this is not a game that I did watch. But I did predict Chelsea to beat Brentford. And they did just so. Before we talk about the game itself, let's just take a look at the lineup and see what Thomas Tuchel did here. He brought in some youngsters from the academy, Harvey Vale and Soonsup Bell. I don't know that guy very well. Barkley had an opportunity along with Kovacic, who's looking to get match sharp. There's a player by the name of Xavier Simons. And he is not this Xavi Simons guy. He's a different guy. I was like, oh man, pretty close in names though. Xavi Simons plays for PSG. So, few youngsters given opportunities. Marcos Alonso, Aspilicueta, Chalobah Malang Sarr at the back with Kepa in goal. I must say, the man of the match is Kepa Arrizabalaga. Definitely the man of the match, without a doubt. He saved Chelsea. And this could be very, very good signs for Chelsea, seeing that the African Cup of Nations is coming up and Kepa is going to be their number one goalkeeper, seeing that Mendy will be leaving to represent Senegal. So I know Chelsea fans would feel a bit more assured after that performance by Kepa in the goal there against a Premier League outfit as like Brentford, who did get a lot of opportunities to score and failed to put the ball past the Spaniard. But well done, Kepa. Definitely well done. Chalobah was a big presence in the defense. And I've been hearing that, I didn't watch the game, but I've been hearing that Saul put out a better performance than he had throughout the season. Harvey Vale had a few opportunities. One open header that he hit straight to the keeper. Soonsup Bell, I saw in the highlights, he was involved in a build-up. But the real magic really happened when Tuchel made his substitutes and brought on the more established players. But for Brentford, they did put out a very strong 11. That's a Premier League 11 right there that they put out, with Ivan Toney coming off the bench, Wissa and Mbeumo starting. Wissa had an opportunity, Mbeumo had opportunities, and Rico Henry had a big opportunity that he should have crossed. There was a lot of opportunities in the game, man. But in terms of goal scoring, Pontus Jansson in the 88th minute. So Brentford did hold Chelsea for the longest while, and they looked the better team in the first half. But in the second half, Chelsea really came out and they were turning the screw. And when the substitutions were made, Mason Mount brought on, Reece James brought on. Those guys started to make a big difference, with the cross from Reece James being too devilish for Pontus Jansson to clear properly, and it ended up in the back of his own net. And at that point of the game, you put out so much work. It's 80 minutes gone. You're tired. And to give up an own goal like that, it was always going to be very, very difficult to come back. So the substitutes that Tuchel had to call for, that was his plan B. Many occasions we said that Tuchel does not have a plan B, but his plan B was to actually rotate the team. Plan A first and foremost was to start a rotated team, not too strong, and push come to shove, use plan B by bringing on Reece James, Kante, Jorginho, Mount, and Pulisic. Players who could all deal with more, who could get more minutes. You know what I mean? At Chelsea, minutes is something that you'll take because Tuchel does rotate a lot. And for the second goal, Jorginho with a penalty in the 85th minute. Penalty merchant, if you ask me. And that was Christian Pulisic fouled by the goalkeeper, Alvaro Fernandez, who had to make some saves of his own in the second half as well. So it's not the most polished performance by Chelsea. I'm not going to, sit here and give a whole lot of praises about, oh my God, what a performance. They blew Brentford out the park, because that wasn't the case at all. That wasn't the case. So for them, though, for Chelsea, I don't know if they'll be happy that they're progressing in the tournament, to be honest, because when you think about the schedule coming up and, the fact that they want to stay in the title race and everything, and they'll have extra fixtures to play, that only plays into the hands of Manchester City and maybe to a lesser extent Liverpool, who's still in the competition. But City, who's not in the competition, could benefit from not being in the competition as well. So 2-0 win for Chelsea nevertheless, and they will move on to the semis, and they will face Tottenham, London Derby there, London Derby. So there's a situation where we could see a North London derby in the final of the EFL Carabao Cup this season. I would love that, though. I would love that. You know what I mean? Not to say I want Liverpool or Chelsea to lose. I would just love to see a North London derby in the EFL Cup. That would be good, though. That would be really good. Chelsea, Liverpool, Chelsea, you know what I mean? Whoever meet in the final, it will be a good final. Any final will be a good final. But I'm just saying, man, North London derby final will be tasty prospect. So, look, that's my thoughts. Let me know yours in the chat. Do appreciate it. All the best to Chelsea in the next round. Hard luck to Brentford. So, what are you guys saying, man? Talk to me. Deepak Gerard is saying, damn, we have a new winner this time around. No City. Yeah, man. City won it enough times. City, along with Liverpool, are the most successful clubs in the League Cup with 8 apiece. So the fact that we won so many, man, we got to give somebody else a chance, right? You see what I'm saying? Man United does have 5. Chelsea have 5. Aston Villa has 5. And there's let me see who else got a EFL Cup. We got Swansea does have 1. Birmingham City. We got Middlesbrough back in the 2000s. Blackburn Rovers won it before. You know, Chelsea has a few. Did I mention Chelsea already? Yeah, they have 5. Arsenal, they haven't won it in a while, though. They really haven't won it in a while. They won the FA Cup on many occasions, but the last time they won the Carabao Cup was 92, 93. So it's been a long time for the Gunners. And for Tottenham, that was actually the last trophy that they won. That was in 07, 08. So Liverpool won it in 11-12. Chelsea last won it in 14-15. And just to talk about the fact that City are not in it, guys, let me just say this. It's a joke. This is a joke. I think it's funny. But the fact that we are not in the EFL Cup means that we have to sacrifice something if we are to win the Champions League, right? You know what I'm saying? And that's going to be the EFL Cup because we've been winning it every year for the last couple seasons. We've won it 4 times in a row. And we don't need the distraction. You see what I'm saying? We really don't. And distraction is meaning from the league. From the league. But the sacrifice is for the Champions League. Let's just sacrifice that. You know what I mean? I know it sounds silly, but just think about it. Think about it, man. Think about it. So, big up to my boy Ankit in the house. Ankit, how are you feeling, man? Nice to see you around here. Ankit is grinding over on Almighty Blues FC. So make sure you check him out. Big Chelsea fan. He says, I'm elated, bro. I'll take the Carabao Cup win as long as we win the FA Cup 2 and finish second. Remember, we won the Super Cup and the Champions League this year. Obviously, ideally, win all, but very tough to do that. Indeed, bro. Indeed. Look, it's kind of sad that you guys have to settle for a League Cup, bro. But you're still in the Champions League. You could try to win that. But the Premier League could be slipping away, man. It could be slipping away because in terms of the Premier League, Liverpool and Chelsea do play early on in the year, which means one of those teams would drop points. And to me as a City fan, it doesn't really matter who want to drop the points. You see what I'm saying? If both of y'all drop points, it's better for me. A draw would be great for Man City. So I'm hoping for a draw there. I'm hoping for a draw. So, Thriller said, the North London Derby has never been played in a cup final in a history. Yep. Big up to James Doyle who says, Kweeveen, not Kweeveen, bro. That's just, you know, the way I put it, bro. That's just the way I put it. I put it that way to, you know, for it to sound funny. Kweeveen the Dream. All right? I'm not trying to say the name properly, James. All right? I'm from St. Vincent and the Grenadines. I'm a Caribbean man. I got style and swagger. All right? I switch it up, man. But I know his name is Kweeveen Kelleher. But the Kweeveen, the Dream, just sounds a lot better. Think about it. Think about it. So, who else you got in here, man? Big up to Miguel Bush in the house. Tottenham versus Liverpool final. Even though I want to have an North London derby. in the final. Come on, you Spurs, says Miguel Bush. Kevin McPherson, Liverpool for this competition. Kevin, bro, I don't want to hear you Liverpool fans talking about winning this competition at all. You guys have disrespected the competition year after year after year, bro. Stop it. Stop it. And we'll talk about that game pretty soon. I just want to shout out everybody in here. Brian Bates, Georgina is a 100% penalty merchant, almost as overrated as Fabinho. Okay. Botak Ching in the house, man. Coming out from, where are you coming up from? Somewhere in the Southeast Asia. I can't remember. Indonesia, Malaysia. Where are you coming out from right now? Big up to you, man. Big up to Johnny Longs in the house. How are you doing, Johnny Longs? You know what I mean? Damn, haven't been here in a long time. I don't know why, bro. But you need to improve that. Elias, bro, how are you doing? How are you doing, man? Let me see. You know, big up to Ankit. Over 60 watching, over 100 watching right now. Guys, like up the video, man. Like up the video, all right? What we got now? 37 likes. Let's get the stream up to almost 100 likes, man. Come on. We got to talk about the Liverpool-Leicester game. And we got to touch on the Spurs-West Ham game. But I'm not talking about the games unless we get up to 75 likes. So smash up the thumbs up button. Let's get up to 75 likes, man. Ron in the house. How you doing, Ron? Lawrence in the house. City giveaway for others to have a taste of the cup once more. Yeah, man. Yeah, I like that. Yeah. Big up to AD in the house. You know what I mean? Who else is in here? Omari, shouted you out already. Everybody in the house right now, man. Guys, like up the video, man. Like it up. Like it up. Like it up. 75 thumbs up before we continue. Big up to the boy Thriller. Delani, Ferdinand. Liverpool got who? They got Arsenal. Obi in the house. Oh, my God. It's the boy Obi. Damn, City's not winning any Champions League. Oh, my God. Oh, man. Mustafa Mujic. How are you? How are you? Was so pissed with Klopp when I saw that lineup. Glad to get a win. Each trophy counts. Abel, how are you doing, man? Haven't seen you in a while. For me, the overrated man smoking something. Hewitt, City was kicked out, not giveaway. Yeah, West Ham kicked us out. Big up to Patrick Silke in the house. Mobility Troop, Trevor Weaver. Everybody in here. Guys, 75 thumbs up. We need 26 more. Come on, smash it up. Smash it up before we continue, man. Come on, smash it up. We got 2 more games to talk about. Smash up the thumbs up button before we get to those games, man. 75 thumbs up. You guys be playing too many games. Too many games. You feel me? Liam in the house. How are you doing? Phil Jones. Smash it up. Smash it up, man. We almost there. 22 more. Smash up the... You know what? You're watching the thing and you don't want to like the video. Get into the habit of liking the video, man. And as Triller says, smash up that blood click like button right now. I ain't playing no games. All right? And in the meantime, between time, happy holidays to everybody in here right now. Ho, 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 ho. Let's keep the magic going. Santa is real. All right? Let's keep it going. Make sure you're generous this Christmas and give something to the loved ones in your life. All right? Don't be stingy. Don't be stingy. You know, be like me. I'm giving something to everybody, you know what I mean? Most people, you know what I mean? I don't want to get into the habit of gifting. Like, it's expensive, but my kids, my wife. Yeah, that's about it. A few friends, that's about it. Yeah. Kind of contradicting myself a bit, but be generous. Anyways, let's keep it moving. We got 60 thumbs up. Let's keep it moving. Like up the video if you haven't yet done so. We need 15 more to reach 75. Let's talk about Tottenham 2, West Ham United 1. I expected this. I really did. West Ham heavily depleted at the moment. A few players came back from injury. I did see Ryan Fredericks on the bench. The boy Ben Johnson fit again. But look, West Ham, even though they didn't play too badly, and I think Hugo Lloris, again, just like Kepa, the savior for Tottenham. Hugo Lloris was massive in the game. Look at the stats right there. West Ham, more dominant with 17 shots, 5 on target, 58% of the ball. But this is an Antonio Conte side we're talking about. They're going to be effective, and when needed in defense, they're going to do what they need to do. Conte did, however, make a statement I don't agree with by saying Eric Dyer could end up being one of the best center backs in the world. Are you kidding me? Don't ever make anything like that come out of your mouth again, Antonio Conte. I know you have more football knowledge than I do and everything, but don't say that, bro. Eric Dyer will never be world class, bro. And you saw that giveaway in the game? That giveaway for the West Ham goal? Oh, man. Diabolical. You know, you want to pass the ball out from the back, fizz it in the midfield, end up drilling it straight to the freaking West Ham player, and they just turn it around. And what Jared Bowen did there to Eric Dyer, oh, man. Oh, man. Sent him to the freaking store for beer and back. Wow. So, anyways, Steven Bergwijn, he hasn't been playing a lot this season for Spurs. I've even seen him linked with a move to Ajax. But he was bright in the game, involved in both goals, scored in the 29th minute. Good goal, very good sequence by Tottenham. And they didn't defend well, as I just mentioned, for the equalizer there by Jared Bowen. But West Ham were really threatening. Shusek with a header, well saved by Hugo Lloris. 2 headers, as a matter of fact. Hugo Lloris was big in the game, really, really big. I can't remember every single instance where he came up with those saves, but he was massive. I think today was actually a day where the goalkeepers should be appreciated a little bit more. And even today, while I was making yesterday, I was making my thumbnails for the live streams that's upcoming, the next 6 Premier League live streams. I was thinking about putting goalkeepers, only goalkeepers on one of them, just to appreciate the goalkeepers some more. We don't appreciate goalkeepers enough, man, in my opinion. We really, really don't. We really, really don't. So, big up to Hugo Lloris. He did a great job. I can't say the same for Alfonso Areola. In the highlights that I saw, I didn't see him doing a lot. And maybe he could have done a lot better on at least one occasion. So, Tottenham did hold on to win the game 2-1. Not much more to really add. But if you take a look at the lineups here, where Tottenham were recently affected by coronavirus, they did put out a strong 11 again after having played, I think, 4 of their fixtures. And it's recently been announced that they are knocked out of the Europa Conference League after forfeiting the game by default against Rennes, losing it 3-0, right? So Rennes and Vitesse would actually go through from the group. Mura and Tottenham knocked out. And, you know, they like to talk about Tottenham's the first club knocked out from the Conference League, Europa League, Champions League, European Cup, Intertoto Cup, all kinds of stuff. That is just a joke. It's not a big deal. But it could actually do them some good. Less competition to be in, more focus on getting top 4. They won't win the league, but this could be the first trophy that Tottenham wins since 07-08. And Antonio Conte could be the man to deliver that trophy after Mourinho and Ryan Mason failed to do so last season, making the final, right? So, look, Dougherty getting some time out. Reguilon back in the starting 11. Bergwijn, Lucas didn't start the last game. Harry Kane, why you playing these games, bro? I don't even know. And nobody actually likes you anymore after that Liverpool game. I'm a City fan. You were linked to us. I don't want you anymore, bro. You could stay the hell where you're at. Stay there. Don't want you anymore. Even if they say we could get you for 50 mil, I don't want you. Seriously. I think Ollie Skip had a great game. He has been developing well. Shusek had an opportunity. Skip came at the back post and knocked that away. But for West Ham, Antonio is out with the coronavirus. Bowen, he started up top and he was a doubt for the game. He got the goal. He looked bright. Vlasic had a little look in, but he needs more time to settle in at West Ham. Ashby, they look at the blood of new youngster there, Harrison Ashby. And I think Shusek was one of their standout players on the day. Bench, players off the bench, Yarmolenko as usual, Fornals, Benrahma. They only use 3 players. I guess he doesn't want to, use up the team too much, seeing that they're depleted right about now. But for Tottenham, they could afford to do that by bringing on Ali Tanganga, Emerson Royal, Harvey Winks, and Son. So not the most polished performance by Tottenham, but they got the job done. West Ham, I think, the more dominant of the two teams, but it's not dominance that earned you the victory. It's who scored the most goals, and Tottenham did so after struggling pretty much during the previous rounds. But, you know, they got the better of the oppositions, I think, on penalties a few occasions, and now they win within 90 against West Ham. So Conte, as I mentioned, will look to actually win this trophy. They will play Chelsea in the semi-final, and he'll fancy his chances against the Blues for sure. So after quality, well, controversial and quality performance against Liverpool, he backed it up with a win against West Ham in the Carabao Cup. So good stuff for Spurs, who's been a bit hotter lately, hotter than before. And for the Hammers, I think this might be actually a good thing for them. They could focus on staying in the top 6 for the Premier League and fighting for a top 4 spot. So that's my thoughts on this game. Let me know yours in the chat. Guys, we got 73 likes. Could we get the stream up to 100 likes? Is it possible for us to get to 100 likes before we talk about the Liverpool game, the featured match today, because that's the game I watched the whole of. And this review is going to be a good one because that was a good game. That's actually a classic game, and big up to Liverpool on coming back from behind to win that game. So let me talk to you guys in the chat first before we move on to the next one, though. Talk to me. Let me see what you guys are saying. Remember, it's very important that I read your comments. Without you, there'll be no channel, there'll be no show. All right? Take a sip of my water in the meantime. Get your comments in. All right, so big thanks to Obi, OKK, Obi, bro. It's the end of the year, and I'd like to take the time to say thank you very much for being very generous to the channel and donating all year whenever you could. Appreciate that. And everybody who has been supporting the channel with their pockets all year, big thanks to you, man. Big thanks to you. And if there's anybody else who wants to support the thing with your pocket, feel free to do so. More and more and more ever in 2022, okay? Appreciate that. You know, no shame in the game. You know, no shame in the hustle, guys. So Obi says, City needs a new manager to win the Champions League. He always overthink it when it matters most. I will send you $100 should City win the Champions League. All right, look. Whenever we win the Champions League, Obi, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to put my Cash App. I don't want you to send it on YouTube. I'm going to put my Cash App in the chat for you guys to donate. And that is where I want you to send $100 when we win it this season. Good joke, right? Good joke. Good joke. You guys didn't know I was funny, right? You guys didn't know I do stand-up comedy? You didn't know that? So big up to Miguel, who says, I got to disagree with you. Conte can turn anyone into a beast. Look at what he did to Moses. Bro, Eric Dyer is not the man he's going to turn into no beast, bro. Trust me. Trust me when I tell you that. Patrick Silke, Dyer is not good as Virgil van Dijk and Diaz of City. Of course he's not. Owen Dilworth in the house. Liverpool winning 3 trophies this season. What are those trophies, Owen? Please tell me. Tell me. I'm waiting. West Ham bottled it. I'm not going to say they did. They were never in the lead, so you can't really say they bottled something they never really had. Bottle is when you have something and you drop it. You see what I'm saying? Pretty much. So I can't say that they bottled the game. So Miguel Bush, our stadium is becoming a fortress. 7 games unbeaten at home now. Zicante effect. Tottenham fan Miguel Bush. What else we got here in terms of the comments? Big up to the boy Steve in the house. Can't wait for January transfers for all the clubs. Well, whoever goes in for, players. Deepak is saying Hugo Lloris is overrated. I actually think he's properly rated. He has good games and he has games where he makes some very silly mistakes. So who else we got in here? Guys, we got one more game to talk about, and that's a Liverpool game against Leicester. We need 14 more thumbs up to hit 100, guys. Let's do it. Let's hit 100 thumbs up right now. 35 minutes in. We got about 15 to 20 minutes left to do this live stream. I got some more things to do. For those of you guys who's been enjoying the gaming streams lately, check out the gaming channel. I'm looking to go live today. Big up to the boy Jordan Hyman in the house. How are you feeling? What else we got? No other player gets interviewed when they give rash tackles except for Kane. Why is that? I know, right? But look, Kane had an opportunity to actually be cool and say, hey, man, I got lucky. Oh, man, you see how lucky I got? God damn, I got lucky. You know? But I'll take the point, you see? But he gone on freaking camera talking a bunch of bullshit. And you know what? Sky Sports actually, manually copyrighted my freaking interview that I reacted to. All 3 versions of it. In the live stream, in the 2 clips as well. And I had to actually clip it out. So, sucks. And I'm saying to myself, I can't believe somebody from Sky Sports sat down, saw the shit, and actually clip it out. Copyrighted me. Blocked the thing. But good thing they didn't give me a strike. So thank you very much for that one. So, big up to the boy Adam the Great in the house. How are you feeling? Noel. Oh, Will's Music. Big side Liverpool. Wasn't too sure about the starting lineup, though. Indeed. The Kari Myri in the house. Are you related to Buju Banton, bro? Big up to Thriller, who says, this is for the bottled water fund, by the way. Dom, please tell Demo to loan us Minamino. They want that samurai magic in their team, man. So, no, Dom, you need to open up OnlyFans should City win the champ. Nah, hell no. Hell no, man. Who else we got in here, man? Zlatan Ibra, Nihad, Okonovic. How are you feeling? I can't freaking super chat. What the F? It doesn't matter. Big up to Raz in the house. You know what I mean? Big up to everybody in the house, man. So, what we going to be doing, guys? Jove says, Dom finally popped his cherry. He's no longer a virgin. Yeah, I won a game last night, man. That felt good. That felt real good. Guys, 5 more thumbs up to 100. Make it happen. But I know we'll get to 100 thumbs up. Let's talk about this match. Liverpool 3, Leicester City 3. Liverpool winning 5-4 on penalties. Let me first start off this review by saying, Leicester, you bottled it. You bottled it big time. You bottled it big time. Can't put it any other way. Can't sum it up no other way. You bottled this. Because when I looked at the lineup for Leicester, let me start with the Leicester lineup first. I had to put out a tweet and I said, Leicester's winning this. No way. They're throwing this away. Like, no way. You telling me you playing Daka, Vardy, Madison. Dewsbury Hall has been involved in a lot of games recently. So, big up to him. Did get a great chance that he didn't score. Sumare was busy. Tillemans was busy. So, Yanchu, after a goal-saving tackle, was actually taken off. So, that's another setback for Leicester there. Pereira was taken off, injured, after he received a hard tackle. I think that might have, I can't remember that if that was Tyler Martin with the tackle, if I'm not mistaken. Ndidi was playing center back. Luke Thomas missed his penalty. And Schmeichel in goal, I think maybe could have been better. Look, when I saw this 11, I'm like, no way, Leicester are losing to this Liverpool team right here. You see that team right here? How did Leicester lose to this team? Bradley at the back with Nico Williams playing as a winger? How? Please explain to me. Firmino coming back from injury, not even that match sharp with Minamino, who's hardly playing. Tyler Martin, he must be a happy man. A lot of game time these days. Oxlade-Chamberlain was mama fun today. Simicas, I think, was really good. But, look, You see that back partnership of Kumetio and Gomez? Absolutely atrocious on the day. I don't think these guys with Kumetio had enough experience, of course. It might have been his only second Liverpool game. And Joe Gomez has not been involved a lot lately, injured and out of favor. Conor Bradley, you know, he's a youngster. What are you going to expect? The boy Kweeveen, however you want to say his name, but I want to call him Kweeveen the Dream. He was a savior for Liverpool on the day. Not a good start to the game. I think he could have done a lot better on a few occasions for the earlier goals. You know, maybe I'm being too harsh, but I think for the second Vardy goal, he could have went with his foot. I think he could have done better. Maybe the first goal, I think he could have gone with his foot, his right foot, but he chose to go with his hands, and it went under. But look, he really made amends during the game with a few more big saves and for the penalty shootout as well. But for Leicester, man, Leicester, 9th and 13th minute, Jamie Vardy. I'm like, oh man, Liverpool are going to get really smashed up today. And I'm talking about an embarrassing loss. It could be about 5-6. And maybe they'll get 1 or 2 back. You know? But look at how the game ended. Look at how the game ended. You know what I'm saying? Look at how the game ended. Liverpool with a win. Liverpool with the win. I'm still shocked. I'm still shocked that Liverpool managed to come back from that. But look, those early goals, Maddison setting up Jamie Vardy and then Daka, you know, very, very good football, man. Very good football. Daka looked bright on the day, and Jamie Vardy even got an opportunity when he hit the post. I think Kelleher might have got a hand to that one. Could remember Kelleher saving a Vardy opportunity when he was like, it was like Dewsbury Hall had a clear opportunity. They had so many opportunities. I can't remember all the opportunities. You see, look at that. 7 on target. 7 on target. Which means that pretty much on point with those saves that Kelleher had made in the game, right? When you see the 22 here for Liverpool, guys, don't get tricked. This is all in the second half. Leicester dominated the first half, and they were in the lead, 2-0 up, and then Oxlade-Chamberlain set up by Firmino. That was a very good assist as well, because Firmino had to really struggle to keep off the Leicester player and just toe poke the ball to Ox. And that was reminiscent of one of the goals he scored a couple years ago against Man City, right? Brilliant shot. And he deserves it after a very good bit of cameos and good performances he's put in this season. So that was a good reward for him. But I was like driving back from dropping my wife to work, right? Watching the game. And then the Maddison goal happened. I was like, I almost lost it. I was like, oh my effing God. What a goal. Kelleher had no chance to save that. Listen, I don't think the best goalie in the world right now would have saved that. Whoever you guys want to say that goalkeeper is. Alisson, Edison, Oblak, whoever you want to name. Donnarumma. None of them could have saved that. That was brilliant. Maddison has been in great form lately. So, with Leicester restoring a 2-goal margin, I was like, Leicester winning this. Liverpool, you're getting knocked out. Klopp disrespecting the competition. Look at the freaking 11 he put out there. Big quarterfinal, trophy to win, and you're putting out that 11, right? But, with Ricardo Pereira injured, Soyuncu injured a little later, Albrighton, Vestergaard had to be roped in. Guys, when I saw that Klopp made a triple change at the beginning of the second half, I knew for some reason, I'm like, whoa, I thought you don't want to win this. I was saying to myself, Klopp doesn't want to win this. He doesn't want to play any more League Cup matches next year. He wants the schedule to be as, free as possible so that Liverpool could focus on the Premier League and staying in the title race. So you get knocked out of the League Cup, you ain't got to worry about any kind of League Cup fixtures coming up next year, right? Nah. When Klopp brought Jota, Milner, and Ibrahima Konate on, taking off the young French defender Koumetio, taking off Tyler Morton, who's probably tired and inexperienced, taking off Conor Bradley, I was like, nah. Something's happening here. Something's definitely happening here. Naby Keita later brought on for Jordan Henderson, and Owen Beck later on in the game for Tsimikas. Look, when those changes were made, I knew something was going to happen, and that's when Liverpool started to turn the screw. Total dominance in the second half. Leicester, I think, were penned in, and they were made to defend in numbers. They found it hard to get out and relieving that pressure. And Liverpool just kept going. There was, of course, a few occasions where they did get in behind and did scare Liverpool one or two times. Of course, you're going to get that. But overall, it was Liverpool dominating the game. And that goal by Diego Jota, set up by Minamino. Good goal by Jota, continuing his great goal-scoring form. And then Minamino late, almost last-minute thing. 6 minutes of extra time, Minamino with the goal in the 95th minute. Fourth goal. He's been Liverpool's player of the Carabao Cup this season, scoring 4 goals and taking his opportunity when he's actually get his opportunity. But really good ball in by James Milner. The Leicester defenders can't jump in high enough to get that ball, and good takedown by Minamino, and very, very good finish by the Samurai Blue himself, wearing red on the night. So with that goal, it took the game to pens. And when it went to pens, I was saying to myself, Leicester could actually still clinch this because Schmeichel is a good goalkeeper. There was the boy Kweeveen Kelleher. Kweeveen the Dream Kelleher came up with 2 saves during the penalty shootout. Let's take a look at the penalty shootout results here. So, Liverpool results with 5 penalties scored. Leicester with 4 scored. So, James Milner took his, Firmino took his, Ox scored, Naby Keita scored, Albrighton, Maddison, and Yuri Tillemans, but Luke Thomas missed his, with Kweeveen Kelleher making the save. Iheanacho scored to take it to the last kick, and then we had Takumi Minamino hitting the bar to take it to extra sudden death. So with it going into sudden death, Ryan Bertrand missed his, and Diego Jota stepped up fittingly to score the winning goal, and the Liverpool fans went wild. Talking about the Liverpool fans, I'm glad I said that because it just triggered something in my mind to actually talk about how loud and thunderous Anfield were, and they actually could be responsible for that comeback. Because you're 3-1 down, and the crowd was really loud. And big up to my boy Qatar as well, who was actually talking to me from the crowd. He said he was in the cop with his daughter Chelsea. And he was already messaging me on WhatsApp saying, yeah, this game is over. Liverpool lose the game. And look at what the result is. Look at what the result is. Look at what the result is. So you could call this one a Klopp masterclass, and you could say that Leicester really bottled this. Because they, at least with the two goal cushion, they should have defended better. They should have really defended better than that. So you got to absolutely give it to Liverpool for coming back at first and going into the penalty shootout, and Kweeveen Kelleher being the hero. He's my man of the match, because without him, Liverpool even though they came back through Minamino and Jota goals, they would have lost the game eventually, right? So good stuff, man. Good stuff, and they go into the semis. This is Liverpool fans always when Man City's in the competition and Man City's going on to win it. They talk a lot of shit about the competition because they're not in it. So what are your thoughts now, Liverpool fans, about the competition and, you could possibly go on to win it? What are your thoughts? Talk to me about that one. You call it the Mickey Mouse Cup, the Sippy Cup, whatever you call it. What's going on now? You want it, right? I was actually surprised that Jamie Vardy didn't take a penalty. I'm really surprised that he didn't take a penalty. And why did Luke Thomas take a penalty ahead of Jamie Vardy? Because I was saying to myself, I can't remember Jamie Vardy getting subbed off. Well, maybe he wasn't 100% fit. Maybe that's what it was. Maybe he really wasn't. So, congrats to Liverpool. Congrats indeed. And big up to all 200 plus people in here. Appreciate it. Guys, make sure you smash the thumbs up button for the live stream, man. He was subbed off. There's nothing says Jamie Vardy was subbed off. Nothing. Nothing at all. Nothing says Jamie Vardy was subbed off. Let's look at the lineup here. Jamie Vardy stayed on the field the entire time. He was not subbed off. Daka was subbed off. Dewsbury Hall. Pereira subbed off. Jamie Vardy was on the field. All right, so guys, make sure you smash up the thumbs up button. We got 200 plus people in here, 217. And that's a great turnout, man. Appreciate everybody who turned out. Continuing to build the thing. Can't wait till the World Cup next year. And we got a lot of more live streams to talk about. The Premier League, the Champions League. You name it, man. 2022, it's going to be a good year, I hope. You know what I'm saying? I hope. Guys, you realize, right? It seems like they don't want this freaking coronavirus to go away, right? I don't know what's going on. You go from the coronavirus original version, then they remix the version and come out talking about Delta variant. And when the whole Delta variant talk die down, you come out with the Omicron version. And that's like you remix the coronavirus, and then you come out with a cover song for it. Basically, what is going on here, guys? I'm lost. So I'm hoping that 2022 doesn't get affected by this whole coronavirus thing, and we could get the Premier League played, Champions League, all the competitions finish in due time, and of course the World Cup, man. But Liverpool, good comeback. Arsenal, very good performance. Chelsea and Tottenham, they had to grind for their results, but they're still in the final. Guys, let's take a look at the draw. The draw, EFL Cup draw. January 4th, the first legs, where Chelsea will play Tottenham at home and Arsenal will play Liverpool. Second leg will be January the 11th, where Liverpool will host Arsenal and Tottenham will host Chelsea. London derby there. How does this affect the teams in the Premier League, you may ask? Look, if everything goes as planned, if everything does go as planned, let me just take a look at the schedule, right? January 4th. This is very brutal. This is brutal, right? This is as brutal as it gets because I'm pretty sure that Chelsea and Liverpool are played on January 2nd. So you go from January 2nd, the Sunday, to the Wednesday, January 4th, for the semifinal here. That is crazy. That is crazy when you think about it. After the festive fixtures, then you go from a tough weekend fixture to this. And as of now, the African Cup of Nations is actually still going on. This will be without Mane and Salah, without Naby Keita as well. Wow. Liverpool got their work cut out for them big time. Big time. Big time. Arsenal and Tottenham. what do the Premier League schedule look like? For Arsenal, they play City on the Saturday. And for Spurs, they also play on the Saturday. So they have an extra day to rest. So Liverpool and Chelsea would have, have it up against them. The odds would be stacked up against them, indeed, in that fixture. So what happens after the 4th? What happens? There's a little break. There's a little break. That's very good to see that there's a break where Premier League fixtures come back on the 14th. But remember, after the 4th, there's a 7-day break, and then the January 11th Carabao Cup fixtures come back again, right? And who knows? They might use some time in between to make up fixtures. Keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. But, importantly, after the 11th second leg matches, there's Premier League games on the 14th and the 15th. So, 16th as well. So, I'm telling you where the North London Derby will be January 16th. Schedule is thick. And your boy Dom forgot to factor in the FA Cup. Goddamn, forgot to factor in the FA Cup. Let me go to the FA Cup page and just factor that one in. The space between the 4th and the 11th is left for the FA Cup, where these teams are going to be playing on January 7th and 8th as well. This is nuts. 9th and 10th, yeah. But this is nuts. This is absolutely nuts. Arsenal have a game on the 9th against Forest, and they play again on the 11th. Liverpool plays Shrewsbury on the 9th. They play again on the 11th. This is crazy. This is absolutely crazy, man. This is crazy. And I could see why Klopp's talking about the schedule and all of that. I could understand why managers are talking about the schedule. It's very congested, Triller. Very, very congested. Very congested. And that's why I'm telling you guys that City could benefit from not being in the Carabao Cup. You see that? You see that? That's what Thriller is saying. This fixture congestion for Liverpool and Chelsea further benefits City's title campaign. And the fixture between Liverpool and Chelsea on January 2nd benefits City big time. But Man City got to continue to pick up points, because if you don't continue to pick up points, you don't benefit. You got to pick up those points. Definitely got to pick up those points. But look, guys, look, it's coming down to an hour. Make sure everybody in here smash up the thumbs up button. It's going to be a tough January. It's going to be a tough rest of the season. But like I was telling my wife, right? Everyone expects the season maybe to go on a straight line like this. No, the season is going to go on a straight line. Then it's going to go up. Then it's going to drop and come down. It's a treacherous journey. What the hell? I don't know who turned on this freaking some freaking thing on my phone. Turned on and picking up my voice and answering questions and shit. Like, what's going on? But yeah, I'm telling you, three teams are gonna drop out. A lot of teams are gonna have indifferent seasons, and not everybody's gonna actually survive the journey. That's the crazy thing about it. So it's a test, big time. So look, big up to everybody in here right about now, man. Appreciate one and all for coming through. Guys, I want to head out over to Dominic Rich Gaming, play some FIFA, check out the channel. You know, we're on a road to 1,000 subs. I will definitely appreciate that. And if you like gaming, though. If you don't like gaming, that's fine. But the grind continues, and this has been the Carabao Cup quarterfinal roundup, semifinal draw reaction with your boy Dominic Rich and this wonderful community that I have here. This channel will be nothing without the community, guys. Just remember that. So, look, you, if you're listening to me right now, I'm talking to you right now. Thank you very much. Have a happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Thanks for the continued support. All the best to all the teams. I'm out of here. But look, I can't leave without the signature. Guys, from your boy Dominic Rich, thanks again for tuning in. Until next time, peace out. Rich Squad. Peace. Out of here. Peace. Thank you, Mohammed. Great stream, man. Appreciate it, guys. We talk more. We got a lot more things to talk about, man. Transfers and a lot of stuff. But I'm a busy man. I wish I had more time. But we talk soon. Peace.